Hey y'all, it's me, Stacey Tee. So this video is my 2-week progress report on my Sisterlocks. Yay! So quick backstory. I'm going to try to make this video as quick as possible. I'm going to try to do it all in one take because y'all, I had the best of intentions possible. I swear I did. So when I first decided to get Sisterlocks, right? I was doing a lot of research, of course, on YouTube, because where else you gonna go to look for information on Sisterlocks? And you want to see people and hear their experiences. So I saw a lot of women posting about Sisterlocks, but I didn't see a whole lot of consistency with the posts. So as far as like the amount of posting and the updates and all that good stuff. So there was only a few. I saw Charge to My Head, Not My Heart, If I Get Your Name Messed Up. But of course there's Devaney, Let's Journey. I think everybody that has Sisterlocks probably follows her page, and she has a lot of content, probably the most. Lavinia Living Life is another one that I really enjoy, as well as Dark and Lovely, I think Really Raven, and Mo's World. I think those are like the top 5 that I really watched their videos and, you know, just really enjoy following their journey. So I figured, hey, when I get mine, maybe I can do the same. Now, again, I had the best of intentions, I swear to you. I had so much footage, I still have so much footage of my initial consultation and my install days. And I mean, of course, not the actual processes because you can't film those, but like my before and afters, me sitting in the car talking about it, how I felt, all that good stuff. Life is crazy, y'all. So between work, personal stuff, and just being tired, I just haven't had the time or the patience to sit down. Plus I had used like 2 different cameras, like camera phones to record. I used this camera. So I just had stuff all over the place and trying to download software to do editing and all this other stuff. Like, I'm a low-key perfectionist, so I was like, well, if I can't do it right, I don't want to do it at all. But I figured at some point I gotta put something out, because I do want to do this. I do want to share this experience and, you know, and get feedback back and forth and see what other people are doing and how they're feeling on their journey. So I figured I'll do this quick one take. If I ramble, which I tend to do, please just keep with me, because I swear I'm gonna get to the point. So let's begin. All right. 2 weeks ago, a little over 2 weeks ago, November 1st was the final day of my install. So that will be my lockiversary, as they call it. It took about 18.5 hours over the course of a little under 2.5 days. So, and yeah, I know, 18.5 hours, right? That was, and I really thought it was going to be longer, because I'll show you my hair in a second, but my consultant, she actually, and my consultant, by the way, was a trainee. She should be a consultant by now. I was like the 8th head, the 8th install she has done. So, and while she was doing mine, she was in the process of putting her packet together and sending it off so she can get her full certification. But my consultant, Anna is her name, she said that I had one of the thickest sets of hair. Does that make sense? Yeah, sure. She said I had one of the thickest heads that she's worked on. Not to mention I have a large head. No shame, no shade. I know. I'm not ashamed. It is what it is. I got a big head. So we both thought it was going to take a longer time, like a much longer time. I swear I've heard people have, like, I think she said her longest one she did was 27 hours. I've heard people have as much as like 32-hour installs. So I just knew we were going to be in there forever. But no, 18.5 hours. Super quick, in and out. Boom, bang, boom. We were done. So yeah, I'll show you, like here. See it? See how thick? And mind you, my hair has pretty much looked like this since day one. Like, maybe you could see a little of my scalp up here on day one, but all this in the back, this fullness was always there. Like, so I was super amped about that, because I know a lot of people worry about the whole plucked chicken look, the sparseness and being real scalpy or whatever, but I didn't have any of those problems. I mean, the only thing day one is it was really stiff, of course, so I had to like rake my hands through it for a little bit, and you know, to get it to lay right. But other than that, yeah, no, all this, I'm surprised she got it done that quick, but I'm not mad at it at all. And I've loved my hair since day one. Like, it just lays like this, so I rock with it. I haven't had any real issues like people typically have with dry scalp or itchiness, any of that. She told me that the first 1 to 2 days would be really rough, would be the worst. I've had no problems whatsoever. As a matter of fact, I really didn't experience any itching until maybe the 8th or 9th day, but even then it was just like, like, it was no big deal to me. So I was just like, okay, girl, is this what they was talking about? Like, ain't that bad. But to combat any potential dry scalp, I did at that point create my own little concoction, which I put in this handy dandy spray bottle I bought off of Amazon, like less than 10 bucks. But in here there is just some distilled water, rose water, little sweet almond oil, which I used to use for my loose natural hair because it's very light, no buildup, but it's good moisturizing oil. And then just a couple of essential oils, some peppermint and tea tree. Shake, 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 spritz, spritz, spritz. It's good to go. However, eventually, besides the slight itchiness, I started to notice a lot of flaky buildup. Like, not too bad, but enough where, you know, you hit one of these and you might see a few snow flurries come down. It's like, whoa, gotta do something about that. So I was thinking, since my first retie wasn't until about 3.5, almost 4 weeks outside of or after my initial install, I didn't want to do a full wash right away. I wanted to wait as long as possible, basically right until my first retie, to fully wash my hair. So I was like, well, what can I use in the meantime to try to see if I can cleanse a little bit and combat some of this? So I went to an old standby that I used to use all the time, that I still use apparently, and it is the ORS Herbal Cleanse Dry Shampoo. I used to use this all the time with like my protective styles as a loose natural. I used to do a lot of braids and twists and crochets and all that stuff. You know, you keep those in for like a month or two. You gotta cleanse your scalp some kind of way. So this, you just go in between. So I figured I could do the same thing with these locks, right? I didn't braid or band. I just basically took this little applicator tip, ran it all through my grid, and then just took like a clean white t-shirt and scruffed it out, massaged it in, got all flakes out. Cool, no problem. 2 or 3 days after that though, I saw the flakes that came back. So it did a great job cleansing my scalp and keeping it moisturized and making my hair smell good. But it didn't quite stop the flakes. So at that point I figured, okay, well, it's been like 2 weeks, so I'll go ahead and wash it. Sure, why not? I did braid and band for the actual wash, and I used just these little elastics that I bought at my local beauty supply store. They were like less than $1 for a pack. Yeah, she gave me like the colorful rubber bands and stuff, but I didn't really want to put rubber bands in my hair because I was worried about it pulling and snagging. So those worked great, perfect, came right out. I did use the starter shampoo for my initial wash. However, I only use it really like on the locks themselves because I heard they're good with like helping the lock process, even though I don't think that'll be a problem with the texture of my hair. I don't think I'll have any issues with locking. But I was like, it's only 4 ounces and it was free, so why not use it? Once it's gone, it's gone. But for my actual scalp, I use this. You can't see it, I apologize. But it's Eden Body Works Natural Shampoo, Peppermint Tea Tree, Cleanse and Clarify. I think I got this from like Target or Wegmans, the grocery store. Either way, it doesn't cost a whole lot of money. And it's really good. It gives you a nice little tingly feel. It cleans your scalp really, really well. And I haven't had any problems with like dryness or anything since I used it. And I used this the other night. So, like I said, I braided and banded it. I dried it with a t-shirt again. Put my bonnet on, went to sleep. In the morning, unraveled it. I didn't like, it was kind of stiff when I unraveled it in the morning. It kind of reminded me of day one, where my hair was like really, really stiff. So I don't know if next time I wash it, I'm gonna really braid it. Maybe I'll twist it or just bunch it some kind of way and secure it so I can wash. Like, I'm gonna bundle it some kind of way, but maybe not necessarily the braids, because I just didn't like the way it made my hair look the next day. Like, this is settled now, but it was like really stiff, and the shrinkage was real. Like, it was like, I'm here. So I like it now that it's settled and it's got a nice little crink to it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's been my journey so far, you guys. I'm just gonna spin around because I got a couple minutes left before this camera runs out. So, but yeah, so far so good, and hopefully I'll come back to you when it's time for my retie in about another week and a half. And thanks for hanging out. Thanks for meeting me. Thanks for bearing with me, because I know this little hood, this little country, but you know what? I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna do better. Any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them down below. Please like, subscribe, share, follow. I don't know, all that good stuff you do on YouTube if you like something. Please. And I'll see y'all next time. See y'all.